old guy in Colorado. Doodah. Hello everybody, Old Guy is here. Mrs.Old Guy, as always, behind the camera, running the show, doing all the direction, making sure that I get this right. So it's been a while, and I decided I'm going to have some Swedish meatballs. So come on down, Mrs.Old Guy. Let's show the folks what we're doing. I've got a pound of just 80-20 ground beef here. Throw that into a bowl. And I've also got a pound of ground pork. Get that in there. And just kind of smush it together just a tad bit here. Okay. I'm going to reach down and grab one. Got an onion this size in here that's been very finely minced and then sauteed, or actually caramelized. So this goes in. Got a half a cup of breadcrumbs. In this case, panko. You can use whatever breadcrumbs. Got half a teaspoon of garlic, 3/4 of a teaspoon of black pepper, teaspoon of salt, and I've got some nutmeg and allspice here. Those go in, along with 2 eggs. So far, easy enough, huh? I'll be gonna get this mixed up and then I'll be back. Okay, so there it is all mixed up, and I did want to say that if you're like me, if somebody says put in an onion, I like to know a weight rather than an onion, because onions come in so many sizes. So I weighed that out, and by the time you peel it and so forth, it's going to weigh about 6 ounces. So, all right, so we're going to make meatballs now. I've got a little ice cream scoop. If you don't have one, just anything that you want to use to measure, just to try to make them all about the same size. You can see what I'm doing here. So I'm going to get these done, and I'll be back. Made like 48 meatballs out of that. I'm going to brown them off in this pan. I've got a little bit of olive oil. I don't have the heat super high, but I don't want the pan to burn or anything in the pan to get too hot, because I want to use this pan to make the gravy in too, if that's possible. So I'm going to cook these off in some batches, a couple more maybe. Okay. So I'm just going to brown these off. It'll probably be 2-3 minutes kind of on each side. I'll roll them around. But when I get these all cooked off, I'll be back. There's the meatballs ready to go. Looking delicious. I'm going to put these in the oven. It is a hot oven. I was baking some other stuff. I'm going to put them in there to keep it warm. And we're going to get the sauce going, or the gravy. Got a 1/4 cup, or actually a 1/3 cup of flour, and this is about a 1/4 cup or so of the beef fat. Just gonna mix this around. Kind of make a roux, only I'm using beef fat instead of butter. Okay, let that cook just for a second, get a little bit of the rawness out of the flour. Very good. I've got 4 cups of beef broth here. Just going to whisk this in. And it's not part of a normal Swedish meatball, but I'm going to add some mushrooms, very finely minced. It's like 2 mushrooms. If you don't want mushrooms, don't put them in. Alright, I'm going to give this a minute to kind of thicken up, so I'll be back. Okay, that gravy's ready pretty much. I'm going to add the sour cream now, and that's a cup. What, 8 ounces? Get that stirred in. Just wouldn't be Swedish meatballs without the sour cream in it. Take this off the heat a little bit. Make sure that's stirred in really well. The last thing I'm going to do here, before I add the meatballs, I'm going to put in a couple of teaspoons of dried parsley. If I had some fresh, I'd definitely use that. Alright, now I'll grab the meatballs. Don't those look great? I'll start adding these into the sauce. We had an overflow. It's alright, we'll get it in a minute. So, I'm going to get these meatballs in. I'm going to cook up a little bit of pasta that just spilled all over. And we'll plate some up. I'll be back in a minute. Swedish meatballs. Oh man, they smell amazing. Can't wait to get into a bite. Let's see here. Cut one of these in half. Nice and moist. Here we go. Pasta. Here we go. Oh yeah. That is really, really good. The caramelized onion, when it gets really finely minced, it's almost like a paste. And it just mixes in so well. Gives everything a little extra moisture and a little extra flavor. These are super good. I appreciate you watching. I'm going to get back to this, so I appreciate you watching. You take care of yourselves, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.